How's it going today, guys? This is Upside Down Ace, and welcome to the review of the 2013 Scion Fr-S, or the Toyota GT86, or the Subaru BRZ, depending on where you live and, which one you prefer. It could be all three. Basically, it's a Subaru and Toyota co-designed car, mostly Subaru, though Toyota had some inputs on the engine and little things like that. And it's being sold in America as the Scion Fr-S. Basically, FRS stands for Front Engine Rear Drive Sport. So I guess it kind of tells you what it is. It's a cheap front engine rear-wheel drive sports car. That's what they're going for. 200 horsepower from a flat 4 engine. So pretty decent on the performance. 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds and onto a top speed of around 159 in that range. So for that kind of speed, I mean, you're only paying about $24,000 for the car. So, I mean, you get a lot for your money. Now, what this is, we kind of got the cheap end of the short end of the stick in America here, because with the Toyota, you get like 2 premium options, and you can get like one with heated seats and keyless ignition and all that. With this, you just get to pick between an automatic and a manual transmission. The automatic is extra, naturally, but I prefer the stick shift layout. It's a little more fun to just drive with the stick shift. Now, in terms of the way this car drives, it definitely has that kind of old school feel to it. It's got a pretty decent amount of grip. It's pretty decent grip, but I just said that. Come on. But it kind of slips a little bit. Like, you can kind of feel it losing the grip. It doesn't have, like, you can't take any corner as fast as you can. You're going to feel it. It's going to slide a little bit, maybe enter into a four-wheel drift and you start losing grip. But you can't just kick that tail out really easily with that rear drive setup. So it drives like an old-school sports car. I don't want to say like a muscle car, because it doesn't have enough horsepower to be considered a muscle car type of driving. It's just like all those other, like, the 200 and the 240Zs, those old Nissans. They drive like that. It's very similar to that, in my opinion, with the way the car handles. Now, straight line speed is pretty good. The acceleration is pretty decent out of these corners. It has 150 torque, so it's not the torquiest engine out there in terms of the torque and horsepower ratio, but it gets the job done. It does pretty easily. The brakes on this car, really nice. I really enjoy the brakes. I actually had to start braking a lot later than I was used to. I mean, it might be because it's a C-Class and it's not going as fast into the corners, but it can definitely slow you down, so you don't have an issue with the brakes. You just have to balance, the braking with the little bit of the slip grip there that you're going to go with. Now, upgrade-wise, this car has a lot of potential. It can be taken all the way up to R3. So big upgrades on that. You can turbocharge the engine, and you can supercharge the engine. There's no four-wheel drive option for it, so you're stuck with the rear drive. So if that's a downer for you, that sucks. It has really good drifting potential, I feel like, since you can really get the engine up to a lot of horsepower, and you can really slide the back out easy. There's a lot of drifting. There's always drifting potential in these small Japanese cars. People just love to go in there and tune them up. So, good drifting car, pretty decent handling car, good brakes, decent speed. I like the interior trim. I really like the black with the red trim on the wheel. I really like that. It's a nice accent. I like the dials and all that. I wish we could have had that premium option in America, but Scion is trying to keep this cheap. Toyota is trying to keep it cheap. They're aiming at the younger crowd, which I don't know if that's a good idea, since it can be a bit of a handful in the corners if you turn that traction control off. We might see some youngins driving the trees backwards, but that's the only way they're gonna learn, right? Styling on this car is alright. I don't really like it. It kind of looks the same. The only difference is like the grille on the Subaru looks a little different. I would prefer Toyota just brought the 8.6 over to America, but I guess they're trying to like revamp Scion and to be like a new sporty cool car for Scion. They're trying to appeal to that younger market more with the Scions. I don't think Scions are cool anymore. What do you guys think? I've never met a Scion owner that I've liked. No offense to any of you Scion owners out there. I'm sure some of you are a lot of really nice people, but I haven't met any of them that I liked. So guys, that is the review of the 2013 Scion Fr-S. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and comment below with your thoughts on the Scion. As always guys, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos.